with the scope, and still they clip low from road. His nose, tell her he had him a coat. I be the boy with the hoe. These men I be banging, penis be slanging, making with the smoke. 2 to 3 count with the scope, and still they clip low from road. His nose, tell her he had him a coat.
Oh, God.
Well, there is no hint of fall here on this very warm Saturday afternoon, and fans have made the early season pilgrimage to AT&T Stadium to support these college football playoff hopefuls. And we've got a Sunshine State battle in the Lone Star State as it's the Miami Hurricanes taking on the Florida Gators in the EA Sports Kickoff Classic. So here we go. It all starts now. A new season of college football underway here in Miami. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
First and 10, Florida.
Oh, you can't zoom. Okay. Let's go. Sit down.
Forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. White, he's got it complete.
God, he hits the last three. Should have fumbled that.
Not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Ellington. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
9-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
From just shy of midfield, White, it completes it to Hunter. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
46-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. Sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Jennings, and a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Launching one for Henderson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Hurricanes have taken the early lead. Oh, Coach. O'Brien, he could not have asked for a better start for this offense, getting a score on their opening possession. I guess maybe that justifies the call he made with which quarterback to start.
I'm just wondering, from everything we heard this offseason, what do you think, partner? Did he flip a coin about who would start at quarterback, or did he really evaluate them in the preseason? But look, that first drive, first career start against a big-time opponent, packed stadium, noise coming from everywhere. How about how he handled this? Took the team right downfield, put 6 on the board, and how about the statement of Tommy Matthews on the sideline? He's telling him, this is my job to lose.
On 1st and 10, White. Open man is Galladay, complete. That catch good for only a couple. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
This is Jennings. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
White to throw on 3rd down. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble, move his...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 20.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. White now on 3rd down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This is fielded at the 27. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
20-yard line.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Steps away. Touchdown, Hurricanes. As we saw right there, they've got a quarterback that, while, yes, he can throw it, he's not afraid to tuck the ball and run, and it paid off with a score on that last play.
Yeah, Brandon, he's a true dual-threat guy. I mean, if you take away the passing lanes, he'll use his legs and create plays like one we just saw there. I really think this young guy could just tuck it and go more times than not if he chose to do so.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
This is Ellington, and he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Skirts by him at the 35. And he will take this in for a Miami touchdown. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start. Now with 3 touchdown passes.
Well, that's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score. Hurricane.
With that, we reach halftime here in Arlington in the season opener of college football. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Complete to number 50.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will take this in for a Miami touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I... discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half, but there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. The open man is Smith, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First target, first catch, and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Back to the air on 2nd down. White, he's got Smith here. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
To Lakin Smith.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's White. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Not the best pass there, certainly, CD. Poorly timed, and that's the first mark against him here in his first start.
And probably the only person rooting for this team that's somewhat happy about it, and happy's the wrong word, but he's...
And that's caught inside the 35. For this. And he will take this in for a Miami touchdown. That's now his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And, boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his first ever Oh, and now they're going to fake him to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Gators take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. White. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. White. And that is incomplete.
White's pass to the sideline.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Florida's punter is out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken in at the 22. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
30-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Working with a 2nd and 3. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. These college offenses, Charles, so wide open. And there's an example right there that we just saw. And let me ask you, how does a college offense differ from an NFL offense, or does it?
Well, it still does, Brandon, because NFL offenses, while they're continuing to embrace what the colleges are giving them more and more, they're still not playing as fast as a general rule. You know, most college offenses will run about 50.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there. 45 yards.
See me do my dance and these $1,000 pants. Don't disrespect me and my mans. Whole lot of trouble on your head. We just putting dollars on your head. This ass nigga gave his mama to the feds. Little brother, big brother, solid.
I hate middle school girls that when I go like this, they'll be like, "Stop! You're triggering my OCD." Like, shit.
As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score. Hurricanes 48. Gators nothing.
Oh crap, my mic was muted. Crap.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29.
On my mind. We don't get to see. All in closely. I'm with the cities. I'm probably facing it all. Feelings. My God, can you please pass the ball? Yes.
Now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far.
Yeah. The fun. They're cooking hot. Hey, mate. Yeah.
I got it back, bitch, she short. Bitch, I'm part of she shirtless. You born as shirtless. Curtis. Not shooting. She throw it back and moving. Started this shit and I'm going. And I heard Bob stupid. Yeah, it's hurt. Yeah, it's hurt. Yeah, it's hurt. Yeah, it's hurt.
No points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Go down, show me right there, baby. Shake it, baby. Oh, crap. Skirt! Skirt, stop playing with me, gut. Skirt. Oh, okay. Time to strike. Skirt. Okay, we got. Oh. No. We do Hail Marys out here, cuz. Frick. No, before you fatty. Asian girl hate Lily. White girl shit on my weenie. I already see one. Hey! Make a twerk. Oh, here. Oh, back up! Hey! This is fire. Back flip, front flip, back flip. This is so fun. I love this. I want to get out, like, there we go. Oh, look at that. Yeah. The fun. Cause it's hot. Yeah. Got it, baby. She twerk. Yeah, part of she short. Oh! I missed that. Terrible. And I heard Bob stupid. Bob. Shooting though. Sir! See what he thinks. Jinx.
She the ball like Baghdad. Why do my ops keep ducking? I'm not a catcher, but you know I'm Baghdad. I'ma catch him at school and light up.
That's the song, okay.
Nightmare afternoon continues. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter.
How about chopping like it?
In the rushing department.
And I know we look at him
I love this song.
numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Hey. Yes, sir. Okay, no! Skirt! Okay. I really want to chew this clock. Dollar pants. In my mean. These are my dance and these $1 million pants. Man, my means. Top it on your head. Man, my means. Top it on your head.
Hey, yo.
You almost gave me a condition.
Hey, with a game.
And we, oh my God.
Oh, Lord, man.
Damn, bro, you don't want to give me a concussion. Come on.
Hey, boy, you know you need to come give me that dick.
Oh crap! Oh, we're offense. I'm dumb. Stop. One thing you making it.
See, I was finna chill. But I'm back on your big giraffe neck ass. Move here and get your little spindle neck ass. Denzel Crocker neck ass.
What the fuck? Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that shit, but what the fuck? I've been chasing bitches and the money since the jump.
Get this. Oh my God.
Exercise testosterone's a bitch. Yo, you fucked up now. Yeah, run, boy. Yeah, run, boy. Yeah.
Hey, yo, Papa. Yo.
Here's the Florida offense.
Best way to unlock the fin in a setup that turns it into...
Yeah, exactly.
Hold up. Ding, 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 ding.
Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit.
Yes,
Maybe
that-
get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So the incompletion.
Can I get a shot? Oh God! He fucked with it. Give me that. Thank you. Dude, get your big ass off me.
I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating.
Okay, boys. I got this. I'm the fastest QB out here. Nobody doing it like me. Look at this. I got the best speed in the world. So I speed, boy. Yeah, I know. I'm fast. I'm really fast. I had 106 in my pacer test. I was really fast and I was really trying that time. Touchdown! Dance! Hey! Hey! Hey!
This thing is ugly.
And he's done now, they're pinning.
Quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again. This time into the end zone.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna play defense.
Absolutely. Almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Oh, loss of
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now White lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. But Charles, here we are in the fourth quarter, and they've got a pretty comfortable lead here. You know, Coach O'Brien, as we talked about, he made those statements about his plans to possibly rotate the quarterbacks, but we have not seen any sign of Tommy Matthews.
And we certainly expected to see him. Look, you and I both sat in there, partner, with Coach O'Brien, and he indicated that he planned to rotate quarterbacks to find out what he had. But with the play that he's seen here, he's like any head coach. He reserves the right to change his mind. And maybe he knew a little bit more than he was willing to tell us. And maybe Tommy Matthews is exactly in his favor, especially considering the lead they have now, and he still hasn't gone to the bench.
Skip Hicks for the Miami field goal. A 29-yard.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, White. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis. But I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Today's final score, Hurricanes 71, Gators nothing.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit. Reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Some huge
Wake up.
news to get to, and none more intriguing.
What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster. And boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his two-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what, come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Look, I get you're upset, but we're in this together.
No, we're not. I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
Jumping fiddlesticks.
This college football season has been a fun and wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This afternoon, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups. It's the USC Trojans against the Miami Hurricanes. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. USC gets set here, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Charles. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Under pressure, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Flynn. And he's going to go down again. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Take it at the 37. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
at their own 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They will let him throw here on the very first play. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Brings up still 15 yards to go. 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Launching one from Henderson. It's caught at the 10. And he will take this in for a Miami touchdown. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, Flynn. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive.
And this is caught. And he will take this in for a Miami touchdown. Well, we discussed how important it was going to be for this quarterback to get off to a hot start. Well, he has done that. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Hurricanes 14. Trojans nothing.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. From the gun, Flynn. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
To number 81.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 40-yard line.
Now an inside handoff for Charles. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Hey. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Charles again. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Flynn. And that will be incomplete.
Flynn's pass.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
This is fielded at the 7. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Launching one. And got his man complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47.
1st and 10 at the
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Hurricanes 14, Trojans nothing.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score, Hurricanes 21, Trojans nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the 1st half must end in point, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Taking it about the 36. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
And 10 yards.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That good for 19 and a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Woods, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Taken down at the 11.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. What a game that he has had throwing the football now. 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. Tell you what, he's going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. Extra point safely through. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Let's get it poppin'. Let's get it poppin'.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. Here's Charles. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, Flynn. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage. Downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Throwing on first down. Flynn. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now he dumps this off over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's a
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 31-yard line.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The USC punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
There he goes, right side. And he will take this in for a Miami touchdown.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish. Things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. From the 10.
The Trojans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. All Hurricanes in the first half. They are rolling under their new QB.
Hurricanes 36, Trojans nothing.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive, the Hurricanes get set. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. They're going to look to throw. Launching one for Henderson. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there. And even 50 yards. The Hurricanes now with a 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
2nd down and 5. Being chased out left. They'll run it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And this offense is running away with this one. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Flynn, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
To throw on 3rd down. Flynn, this complete to the tight end, Clay. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
40-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it? At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They will take this in for a Miami touchdown. This is really something for a guy who's been rotated in and out of this offense. Heck, the last 2 games being his only back-to-back starts, he has come through with 5 touchdown strikes in this semifinal. And still, you got to think there's going to be talk about Tommy Matthews. So get ready for all those sports radio debates all the way until kickoff of the national championship game. Point after try forthcoming.
Delayed game, offense.
Are you serious, dog?
And that'll set them back 5. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score. Hurricanes 50. Trojans nothing.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun. Left side here, caught by Clay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
The first down carry here for Charles. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flynn. And Walker has it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
USC gets set here, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw on 2nd down. Flynn, and he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Flynn. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The USC punter out there now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
32-yard line.
Out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. I gotta tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Woods. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Woods. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 12. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
This is Ruggins. They find some open field here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards there. Good for a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some run to work. Touchdown. Great effort there. 31 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense, because you can hand it to him, as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Hurricanes 57, Trojans nothing.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Back to throw. Flynn. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
2nd and 10. They'll run from the gun with Charles. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 3rd down, Flynn. Screen pass to Charles. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Flynn finding Walker, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The USC punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken around the 12. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Woods. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Draw play, Langford. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
4th down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of the punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So on the strength of 5 touchdown passes from their junior quarterback, the Miami Hurricanes are moving on to play for a national championship.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. That wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Miami Hurricanes.
You okay, son? Yeah, Coach, I just... Tommy.
The pressure perhaps getting to this young Miami quarterback. They trail at the break. Back now in this national championship game and what has been a tough defensive battle. And as we get ready for the second half kickoff, worth noting that Tommy Matthews does not appear to have exited the locker room with his team. And we'll keep you updated as we receive more information. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. For Michigan State, now this is a football program that has been knocking on the door. They've been on this stage. Remember, they were in the college football playoff back in 2016. Couldn't get it done. And the last time they did get it done, the last national championship for the Spartans back in 1966. They would love to get another one here.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, it's Young. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Good. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wade in trouble, and he's taken down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wade. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now, folks, we are getting confirmation on what we heard earlier about quarterback Tommy Matthews. He will not be returning to this football game.
And he started in this one after having not started in the semifinal, but they've gone back and forth all year long. And now with Tommy Matthews ruled out for the rest of the game, A national championship now rests on the shoulders of his high school teammate and friend. He gets his opportunity to put a ring on the finger.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he will take this in for a Miami touchdown. Well, after the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup. And put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't accomplish in the first 2 quarters of this game. So finally, finding their way downfield. I think Coach O'Brien, he hadn't shown a preference for either quarterback. But this kid who's out there right now, one thing we know about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can lead. You and I, sitting with him this week, didn't you just see a guy who could step into any locker room and control the presence of his teammates?
I just remember when we left that room, you said 2 things to me. I think this kid's going to be poised under pressure, and to me, he's a natural leader, and I concur with both of those statements.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They're the punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw on second down. Wade, his throw incomplete.
Pass intended for number 87.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
It's caught. Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
11 yards for number 11.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Michigan State now with a 1st and 10. Wade in the gun. And this is Simpson with a catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
10 more yards.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
7 yards.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Michigan State punt team comes on. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. So a change of possession here on the punt.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Wade. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Launching one for him. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20.
You thought you had it.
And he will take this in for a Miami touchdown. Well, since he's coming to the game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, and it's evident to everyone watching, and now everyone's getting the memo. He's not a backup. He's played just as much as Matthews has this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, Charles. There's the old adage of if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. Well, I think they're taking that script and throwing it right out the window because they're saying we've got 2 quarterbacks and we like them both.
I love the way you just said that. Not in this case does the old adage hold up. I think we've got a new one. They feel like they've got 2 good quarterbacks and the offense should respond no matter who's on the field.
Exactly. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, Wade. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Completes it to Dixon. And he will have 1st down.